sports investors. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined by telephone by Bobby Edwards. But before we get to the show, it is Saturday, October 21st. We're into October already. Pro basketball has started, and it is getting cold out, and people are starting to take notice of the football. Before we get into the show, I want all listeners to call right now for 3 free winners. All callers are going to get absolutely free today. The winner of Indiana, Michigan State, Kansas, TCU, and USC, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, you're going to get the winner of the Bengals, Steelers, the Bucks, Bills, and the Cardinals, Rams. That's 6-0, absolutely free. Even the call is free. Call us right now at 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626. Call right now for 3 winners today, 3 winners for tomorrow. You can also listen to this radio show in its entirety at www.jerrywins.com. www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, Bobby Edwards has his guaranteed pickup right now. It's guaranteed your money back. Go to jerrywins.com and pick it up right there. But again, we got 6 free winners just for calling. Give us a call, 888-484-G-MAN. We also got a couple of great specials this week. We're going to stay with the $399 special. You're going to get a month of basketball and football for $399. That's a month of service. You get a game a day for a month for $399 if you're a small player. That's a great deal for you. And we also got the bankroll games. If you want to turn $1,000 into $16,000 this weekend, we have 4 bankroll games today. 1,000 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, and 8 to 16. There's 4 bankroll games this weekend. It's a perfect week to call. Give us a call. Use code 777 for the bankroll games. Code 777 for the bankroll games. 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626. Give us a call. Code 777 for the bankroll games. Speaking of bankroll games, Bobby, great call on that Purdue game last week. They actually had the ball and a chance to tie that game up. I couldn't believe it because everybody told me how strong Wisconsin was, that Purdue could not stay with them. And here Purdue was laying 17, and that's all the points they scored. And Purdue put up 9. They were a touchdown behind, and they had the ball at the end of the game. I mean, anything could have happened there. I mean, they didn't play good enough to win that game, Purdue. Don't get me wrong. I watched the whole game, but they played good enough to stay with them.
Oh, that's without a doubt, Jerry. The way Purdue, listen, I'm always, I like my Big East, but I also look at Big Ten underdogs in college football on Saturdays, and they cover a pretty decent amount of time. So, if you, again, these are
Indiana
the
covered too.
Yeah, these are the things that you look at. So, you could call it handicapping, but there's trends. Jerry, you and I know there's a ton of trends out there, and I love my Big East, but I also like Big Ten underdogs, in college football. So, that's one I just don't talk enough about. But, Purdue plus the points, great game, close the whole game. I mean, that's what you want. I mean, that's a good pick. Winning in the last second of a game, that's great too. But when you have a game that's covering pretty much the whole game, that's a good win. That's a good call.
I mean, Purdue was laying 17. They only put up 17 points. So even if Purdue didn't score, they would have at least pushed the spread. So. It was a great game. And then, Central Florida, I mean, they were 0-something 2 years ago and 6-7 last year. Now they're 5-0, and they drop another 62 on East Carolina. That was another bankroll game last week.
They're a scoring machine. And listen, we don't like to necessarily lay 35 points, but you know what? Sometimes, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, I don't know, maybe it's a duck. So, when you have a big favorite, maybe they should be laying. I mean, look at their scoring. They're in a pretty weak division. So, Central Florida laying 35. It's not something we want to do all the time, but, everybody knows Jerry likes to lay a lot of wood, and I'm the underdog king. So it's a pretty good combination. But, I mean, if you see the lines today, you're not seeing any more 35 25s. I mean, Alabama is big over Tennessee, which, that's a pretty big number. They're laying 34.5, but and then of course TCU is laying 39.5 over Kansas today, another big one. But these numbers, you're not going to see that many because you're going to get a lot of conference games. Jerry, you're going to get a lot of teams playing within their divisions, so the spreads aren't going to be huge. This Alabama-Tennessee one today, that's pretty odd. But for the most part, these college football teams are going to be staying in their divisions as they get closer to the end of college football. So you're not going to see any crazy big lines. But who knows? Maybe we like Alabama today against Tennessee. It's a big number. They didn't cover last week, right, Jerry?
I don't remember. They put a lot of points up, but I don't know if
they were
covered.
a big. No, they didn't. They were laying 35.5 to Arkansas, and they didn't cover. So, there you go. Alabama was home against Arkansas, laying the 35, didn't cover.
I had them at 31.
So, I think
they were 35?
Yeah, it was 35.
Oh, went off
it
35.
was 35. Yeah, it was,
they won 41-9, so they didn't cover.
Yeah. They didn't cover. It was close, and I'm sure I didn't watch the game, but I'm sure they probably had opportunities to score more points.
Yeah.
But now they're laying that much against Tennessee. I mean, that's a big number, but Tennessee is definitely not the team they've been. You got you just got to look at the teams
last week.
Yeah, and the week before they got trounced 40-0. I think Ohio State blew them out.
Yeah.
So, that was a blowout. But again, these teams it's almost like they go in cycles. I'm sure Tennessee will be good, in a couple of years. Right? What'd they have? They had Peyton Manning went to Tennessee, didn't he?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. So I'm sure they were good when he was there. So, but anyway, folks, let me give out the phone number. 888-484-4626, infomercial on sports betting. If you haven't heard us by now, everybody who's calls us up today tells us how many times they've been listening to the show. So I guess I don't know, Jerry. Do we have to be more convincing the first time? I don't know. We talk about a lot of winners, don't we?
Yeah, well, we certainly do have a lot of winners. It seems like it gets easier every week. The regular picks are hitting about 68-69%. The free picks are hitting 66%, and the bankroll games.
Free games always.
Yeah, and the bankroll games are really killing it. I mean, so between everything, we're really clicking on all 8 cylinders now. Now's the time to call. It's week number 7 now. So teams are starting to get buys now. It's October 21st, and my birthday is next week. It's next Friday, and it seems that by October we're on all 8 cylinders. We're firing on all 8 cylinders. And for you guys, go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
For you guys that are listening to us for the first time, this is a 1-hour infomercial on how to make money betting on sports. If you've never done it, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. It's very, very easy to do. We got a lot of good specials. If you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, we got the $3.99 special. And then, of course, we got the bankroll games. If you want to turn 1,000 into 16,000 this weekend, give us a call. Use code 777. I have 4 bankroll games, not 3. Usually there's 3 games, but there are 4 this weekend, and I'll guarantee 4-0 or I'll work the rest of the season free. So if you guys sign up for the bankroll package and I don't win all 4 games, you got the season free. So that's something to think about, Bobby, because I don't give a ham sandwich away for free.
No, that's a lot of service, Jerry. I mean, if you were to pay us on a monthly basis, or you could be looking at least $2,000-$3,000 worth of service, and that's a low number.
That's a low number.
I'm talking about $100 players from now until the Super Bowl. But and also you got basketball just started, so now we got 3 sports. I mean, this is it, folks. This is the peak of the season. You got football,
baseball,
you got basketball, and you got baseball still.
And college football will be starting in about another 3 or 4 weeks.
College basketball.
Yeah. About another month.
So college basketball starts. So, right now there's a lot of action. So the odds makers, trust me, they are not going to get them all right. We know that, Jerry. They get about 50% of the spreads, fairly accurate. And even I'm being generous there, but we see the final results. So between the 3 sports, you got a great opportunity of making money. 888-484-4626.
And folks, you're not doing well on your own. If you're honest with yourself, you got killed last week. I mean, you won the Houston game. That's the only game the public won. You got killed on New England, public bet New England. The public bet Atlanta to dead. I mean, they pounded Atlanta, and Miami beat them outright. That was another one of your dogs on Sunday. New Orleans, they bet Detroit for some reason. I don't know why. They bet the Vikings. They got lucky because, Aaron Rodgers don't go out, and the Packers probably win that game easy. The public bet the Ravens. The public bet the Redskins. They lost those two games. They lost the Jacksonville game. They lost Tampa Bay. They lost Kansas City.
What about Denver?
They lost Denver. That was the biggest bet of the day. They lost Denver over the Giants. So you guys,
the Giants beat them outright.
Yeah, they beat them outright, and we
That's
had
crazy. That was our Sunday night game.
Yeah, that was our Sunday night game. The Giants plus 11.5. So, folks, if you're not doing well on your own, you need to call us. I mean, it's time to call us. If you're calling us for the free games, call us for the free games. If you're calling us for the $3.99 special, if you're a small player, the $3.99 deal is a great deal for you. You'll get a game every day, basketball when there's no football, and you'll get about 30 games in a month. And I mean, what is $399? About $13 a day. You can't get a Bialy and a coffee and a paper for $13. So
yeah,
I mean,
cheap.
It's cheap. It's $3.99 for a month, and you got a service for 1 month. And like I said, $100 better will average about $2,500 in a month. So you're going to make money, and we'll guarantee that, or we'll work a second month free. If you don't make at least $2,000 by the end of the month, I'll work a second month free. So sign up for the $3.99 special, or go for the bankroll games. Either one, you can't miss out on. Last weekend, the bankroll games: Purdue plus 17, Central Florida minus 35. And then the Saints on Sunday to top it off. $1,000 turns, $1,000 play. It turns $1,000 into $8,000 in one weekend. This weekend we'll turn it into 16 because I have 4 games, and I'm guaranteeing the 4 games against the season. So just like your stockbroker tells you what stocks to buy and sell, we tell you what games to bet on based on our expertise. And Bobby, I know you're in this business since 1988. I'm in the business since '84. That was my first Super Bowl. I remember the '85 Super Bowl, the Bears and the New England Patriots, the 46-10 blowout. Yeah, the 46-10 blowout in New Orleans. I was at that game.
I had a Bears bandana on. I tried to look like Jim McMahon because he was wearing
he was pretty cool back then.
T-shirts.
And then he called all the girls' names. I don't want to repeat the name that he called all the girls, but it began with an S.
Yeah.
Remember that?
He was a character.
He was a character.
Yeah. Yeah. So I remember that Super Bowl. That was a fun Super Bowl. I mean, '85. I wasn't even in the business yet, but the Bears were the thing. What was it? The Shuffle, right? Then they have that song,
Super Bowl Shuffle or something. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was horrible. And then you had the fridge. That was cool. Walter Payton. I mean, it was a fun team.
That was some bad team.
One of the greatest defenses of all time, right?
Yeah, that was one of the best defenses. I remember that. I mean, people were afraid to get it. Yeah, people were afraid to get it by that team.
Buddy Ryan and Mike Ditka.
Yeah, people feared that team then.
Oh yeah. I mean, and the Patriots. Nobody ever talks about the Patriots. That's the Patriots Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, but that was pre Brady's time though.
Yeah, nobody ever talks about that one.
Yeah, well, it was 46-10. It was a blowout. It was one of the biggest blowouts ever.
Was that Steve Grogan was the quarterback for New England. Steve Grogan.
Yeah, you remember that. But,
That's bad.
And at that time, that year, people said the team that covered the most games in the year won the Super Bowl, and New England covered like 2 more games than the Patriots, and there was no way. I was an NFC man. Back then, I went with the NFC every year. I had the NFC in that one, and, we didn't fall for that one. And then, what was the next one? The next one was the Giants over Denver. Everybody liked Denver, and the Denver was up 10-9 at halftime, and then the Giants blew them out in the second half. I remember right before halftime. Right before halftime, the Giants got a safety, and that's what turned that whole game around. It was 10-9 at halftime.
Parcells, man.
Parcells, I loved him. That guy could eat a steak and a beer.
Great. Yeah, that he was good, and that was a cool Super Bowl. I remember that one. That was LT, man. He was nuts that year.
Yeah, that was the year of the cocaine.
Carl Banks. Yeah, that was a great football team there.
That was a good football team, but they were out of control.
I'm going to get the number out. Let me get the number out, Jerry. 888-484-4626. Toll-free number, folks. So listen, here's how it goes. You call up, all right? There's somebody that's going to take your name and number, and then we're going to call you back. So you're not going to call, and we're going to blurt out a bunch of free games on the machine there, on the voicemail. So we're going to take your name, call you back, sit down with you, and talk about how you can make money with us. So just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, and so we're gonna explain everything to you and walk you through it. So this is the thing: if you're not an experienced bettor, don't be intimidated to call us. We got a lot of inexperienced people, and most of them are our best customers because they listen to us. People that know more about gambling tend to lose more because they have their own preconceived ideas. But again, if you never bet before or you think you know what you're doing, give us a call and let us show you how to do it. I mean, we will walk you through it from A to Z, whether you think you know it all or you don't know it all. We will walk you through it. But again, give us a call. Let us start making you some money. We're going to take a break, but before we do, I want everybody to call this number, 888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626. Give us a call right now for 3 free winners for today: Indiana, Michigan State, Kansas, TCU, and USC, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, you're going to get the Bengals, Steelers, the Bucks, Bills, and the Cardinals, Rams. 6-0 free for calling. 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call now. You could also go to the website where this show is recorded in its entirety. Go to www.jerrywins.com. While you go there, you can listen to the radio show, or you could buy Bobby's Guaranteed Pick for $99. And if it don't win, you get your money back. www.jerrywins.com. But again, 888-484-G-MAN. Ask for the $3.99 special. You get a month of service, basketball and football for $399. Or ask for the $80,000 bankroll games. Use code 777. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Tony, and we are the 3 guys that do the bankroll games. Give us a call and just ask for the bankroll games by using code 777 for the bankroll games. Again, 888-484-4626, 888-484-G-MAN. But again, don't hesitate to call us, 1-888-484-G-MAN. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll be right back. I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors, the only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Contest. And we are on fire here at the Sports Advisors. I want all listeners to give me a call right now. I have a game today that will not lose. You heard me right. It will not lose. If you're tired of losing and you want to make money, give me a call right now. I have a game that will not lose. My number is 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Give me a call. We're here all day. Operators are standing by. And as I said, I have a game that will not lose. You call me and get this game, I will guarantee this game against the rest of the season. This game must win, or I'll give you the rest of the season absolutely free. Give me a call for this winner right now. The number is 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626.
Only one has ever won the Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge more than once. His name is Jerry Hendel, and he has won it 3 times. Not once, but 3 times. No one else has ever done that. Jerry Hendel is America's best. And right now he's going to show you how strong his information is and what has made him a winner. He will give you absolutely free a selection on one of this weekend's games. Get it by calling 888-484-4626. There's no obligation, no cost, no bull. It's free. Even the call is free. 888-484-4626. Get your free selection with absolutely no cost or obligation from America's best. Again, the only 3-time winner of the Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge, Jerry Hendel. 888-484-4626 and 888-484-4626. Call Jerry now and start winning ways with Jerry Hendel.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright. 888-484-4626.
Hang on. Bobby and Jerry will be right back.
I'm World Handicapping Champion Jerry Hendel, and folks, I have a game that won't lose today. So what I want you to do is this. I have my 2-team parlay of the year going off today. I want you to pick up the phone, give us a call, 1-888-484-G-MAN. That's 1-888-484-4626, 1-888-484-G-MAN. I will give you my 2-team parlay absolutely free, 1-888-484-G-MAN.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host. 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion, I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined by phone by Bobby Edwards. Bobby Edwards is our underdog king and Big East specialist, and Bobby had a big underdog winner last week with Purdue over Wisconsin, and we're going to hear from Bobby in a little while. But before we hear from Bobby, I want all listeners to call right now. It is Saturday, October 21st. It is week number 7 of the NFL. The weather's starting to get a little cold out, so I guess you guys are starting to take notice now, and the season is starting to heat up. But before we get to the show, call us right now for 3 free winners for today and 3 for tomorrow. All callers are going to get absolutely free the winner of Indiana, Michigan State, Kansas, TCU, and USC Notre Dame. For tomorrow, you're going to get the Bengals, Steelers, the Bucks, Bills, and the Cardinals, Rams. That's 6 winners free just for calling 888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626, 888-484-G-MAN. Call us right now for 6 free winners. You could also get the $3.99 special. If you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, you could get a month of football for $399. We'll give you the rest of the baseball free. And whatever basketball comes in that time, you'll get basketball, baseball, and football for $3.99 a month. I mean, that's 3 sports for $3.99 a month. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's just not believable. You'll make yourself $2,000 or $3,000 by the end of the month, or I'll work another month for free. Also, if you want to turn 1,000 into 16,000 this weekend, I have 4 bankroll games today and tomorrow. Just ask for the bankroll games. Use code 777 when you call, and you'll talk to me, Bobby, or Tony, and we'll get you on the bankroll games. Just use code 777 when you call, and we'll get you on the bankroll games. And we will turn 1,000 into 16,000. 2,500 will become 40,000, and 10,000 will become 160,000 because it's not 80,000 anymore. It's 160 with the 4th game. So again, whatever version of the bankroll you want to go for, you will get it. Just ask for the bankroll games, code 777 for the bankroll games. You could also listen to the show in its entirety at jerrywins.com, www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, Bobby has his guaranteed pick available. You could buy it right online, and it's guaranteed your money back, www.jerrywins.com. And Bobby, I'm still looking at the couple of underdogs that you had last week, Purdue and Indiana. Indiana plus 7.5. They took Michigan to overtime. I mean, I was hoping they would just lose by 3. This way it wouldn't be close. Right. But they lost by 7. The line was 7.5.
I don't get Michigan. I mean, I watched them play, and they don't look very inspired. You know?
Well, they have no quarterback. They got a backup quarterback. But that's
crazy.
That's usually a position of strength. Yeah.
Right. When you look at Harbaugh, don't you usually see a guy who's like he wants to fall out of his freaking shirt?
Yeah, like very fiery guy.
He just seems a little, I don't know, like he's got, like he's preoccupied. You know, I mean, he's into it, but he looks like he's got a million things on his mind. So I don't know. I don't see that. You know, this team usually plays. You know, if they're injured, they play all together. They don't look
their coach
good.
is like a barometer of the team, and if the coach is pretty docile,
and you
the team plays it.
I mean, Indiana, they should have beat them by 3 touchdowns. So it's crazy. They're going to have their hands full today. Wow.
Yeah, getting 10 points at Penn State.
At Penn State, that place is that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: if they play like last week, they'll lose by 30.
Oh man! Well, look at Penn State. When was the last time Penn State was laying double digits to Michigan? I can't remember. They're laying 10.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Started out at 12.5, so I guess people were betting Michigan, but I don't know. That should be, that's going to be a fun game, and folks listening, I'm sure we'll have a good opinion on that one. So don't be afraid to call us. I mean, there's some pretty good action today. I was
you guys calling us from Pennsylvania?
Tomorrow.
If you're calling us from Pennsylvania, just ask about that game. We'll give you the Penn State game against Michigan. We'll give you that winner.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then look at Michigan State, Indiana. Look, because Indiana played so well against Michigan, they're only getting 6.5 to Michigan State, who beat Michigan.
Yeah.
So talking within, like I mentioned earlier in the first segment, are you going to get a lot of conference plays, a lot of teams playing each other in the same conference. So that's always good football. I always like to see Big Ten today, Minnesota, Illinois. That should be a pretty interesting game. UCLA, Oregon. That's a pretty good one tonight. And Pac-10. So you got some pretty decent matchups.
And you got an 80-year rivalry, Notre Dame and USC. Don't forget that. That's one of our freak picks. That's an 80-year rivalry, going back to the new Rocky days.
Your dad's not going to that one.
He usually does, but he's 94 years old now, so he can't go to the games like he used to. But
God bless him. Can you imagine 94?
He was 94 on October 14th.
Man,
and he got his first grandchild, too. My brother just had a baby girl, so he held his first grandchild. Right. He hung in there to see his first grandchild to 94 years.
Think about that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But he will be watching the Notre Dame game tonight.
That's going to be a good one.
And he graduated from Notre Dame in 1947. Imagine that. That's, 60 years ago. He graduated college. He graduated
Notre Dame's laying 3.
Yeah.
I think that's a cheap line.
3.5. But that's one of our free games. So we'll have that one for you. If you call in, we'll have an opinion on that one. But, again, he graduated there in 1947. That's 60 years ago. That's a long time that he's out of college.
It's a few generations.
You ain't kidding. But anyway, for you guys that are listening to us for the first time, this is an hour-long show on how to make money betting on sports. Just like your stockbroker tells you what stocks to buy and sell, we tell you what games to bet on based on our expertise. I've been doing this since 1984. Bobby's been in this business since 1988. We've been in this business 50, 60 years between us. We know what we're doing. And Bobby, I mean, our winning percentage goes up every year. It just seems that, I don't know if our contacts get better, but we have better contacts every year. The internet helps because God knows I used to have an office full of books. I mean, I used to have books up to the ceiling. Remember, every college, 100 teams,
Sports
I had 100 books. Oh, forget it.
This was before ESPN News was even, ESPN was even on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're talking late 70s. I don't think ESPN even started like 81 or something. So
I still do a lot of my research, though, in books.
Oh, yeah. But, the great thing is now, if you need to look up something, let's say, Appalachian State, and, you're not really familiar with them as far as how they do, a click away, you get, everything you need to know about Appalachian State. So, and you can find out how they cover on the road, how they do at home as a favorite, less than 10, whatever it is. So, there's a lot of information at your fingertips.
Yeah, that's
right. Now, listen, we remember when we first started, there wasn't this many teams playing. You didn't really have Georgia Southern, so it was, it was a smaller. These were like
Buffalo.
Division 2, Division 3. Yeah, Buffalo University. So these were Division 2 and 3 schools that, have gotten popular enough to become Division 1 schools. It's all about money. That's what it's all about. So, they bring in the money and, recruiting, and then they, before you know it, to Division 1. So, but that's good for us because these are, some of these teams that are playing that we're picking haven't been playing for 50 years. They haven't been point spreads on some of these teams. So now that we have that opportunity, UL Monroe's, I don't remember betting them in the 80s. Do you, Jerry?
No, never. It was about 10 or 20 teams. It was like 20 or 30 teams that you had in college back in the 80s. And then it started to get bigger from there. Every year it just started to grow. and Division 2 and 3 schools became Division 1 schools. I mean, Central Florida, that was probably not even a Division 3 school a few years ago. And I know they were like 0 and 12 2 years ago, and then they were like 6.
They were terrible.
They were like 6 and 7 last year, and now they're 5 and 0, and they've laid like 60 points on the team last week, and the week before they laid 60 something points on at 3 quarters. They didn't even finish the game, and they outscored them 60 to 20 something.
Yeah, I think they're the number 1 school as far as covering, scoring. They got the highest points total in
They hung
Division
62
1 football.
last week on East Carolina, and they covered 35.
Yeah, how was that over?
Yeah, I mean, it's
I think the over was 80 or something.
Yeah, definitely. But again, this is an hour-long commercial on how to make money on sports. And if you've never bet before, give us a call and we'll teach you how to do it. I mean, Bobby and I or Tony will walk you through it. Some of our most successful customers are people that never bet before. So don't feel like you are intimidated by calling or that you don't know enough about betting. We can walk you through it and teach you everything. I mean, as a matter of fact, we have a lot of ladies calling now. Last weekend, I signed up 2 ladies, and the ladies are starting to call. And then we got Stephanie from Cincinnati, one of our most successful clients. I mean, she's betting out in Vegas now. She just bets, 6 figures a game now. And, she's just living out there in Vegas and betting on games. And she started out just listening to us with $5,000 and a prayer. And, now look at her. But again, give us a call. Let us make you some money. And what I want to do right now, Bobby, is I just want to explain the bankroll games to people because they hear me talking about use code 777 for the bankroll games. And I want to explain what you're getting when you buy the bankroll games. The bankroll games are our best games. Those are the games that we get the big information on. Those are the games that win at the high percentage. And those are the games that we put our money on. And that's the games that you really want. If you're going to take this seriously and really want to make money, you want the bankroll games. And the reason they is called the $80,000 bankroll games is because normally there's 3 games in a weekend, okay? And usually you start with $10,000 on the first game, and you turn it into 20, and then 20 to 40 on the second game, 40 to 80 on the third game. Last weekend, you would have had 10,000 on Purdue. After Purdue covered the spread against Wisconsin, you have 20. You bet 20 on Central Florida, minus 35. They win by 42. And then after that, you play the Saints on Sunday, 40 to 80. And then 10,000 turns into 80,000 in 3 games. And that's why they're called the $80,000 bankroll games. But we have smaller versions of that. We have a 5,000 version to 40. We have 1,000 to 8, but this weekend we have an extra game. So if you sign up this weekend, you're going to get 4 games instead of 3. So if you sign up for the $1,000 bankroll, we're going to turn 1,000 into 16,000 this weekend. So again, use code 777 when you call us, and we'll get you on our best games, the bankroll games. Use code 777. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Tony, and we're the 3 guys that handle the bankroll games. But you got to use code 777 for the bankroll games so that you talk to me, Bobby, or Tony. Otherwise, you're just going to get offered the $3.99 special, and that's fine too. Those games are going to hit 75%. But if you want the bankroll games, you got to ask for me, Tony, or Bobby by using code 777 when you call us at 888-484-4626, 888-484-G-MAN. Bobby, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best time of the year to do this, folks. Also, basketball season started. So
and you love your basketball.
I mean, let's face it, I love NBA. You love college, I like NBA. Yeah, it's kind of similar with the football. You like college, I'm kind of more of a pro guy. But, again, so folks, now you got 3 sports you can take a shot at. You love football, everybody loves football. You want to bet some baseball. It's a great time of year. It's the only time of the year I like baseball. And then, basketball just started. So, I mean, basketball, there's opportunities to win every night between now and the middle of next June. You want to talk about a long season, right, Jerry? NBA,
God, yeah.
It's a long season. But you know what? There's going to be a lot of games where the lines are way off. Think about the odds makers. Every single night they have to look at, 5 to 10 games. That's a lot to do every single night. Wait till college basketball starts. So sometimes the odds makers just throw, just a crazy number out there just to attract some attention. That's how these casinos work, odds makers. So, if you want to learn about this, the right way to do it, pick up the phone, 888-484 4626. So you get an education on sports betting. Millions of people are doing it. Right, Jerry? What do you think it is? A $25 billion a year industry?
Oh, it's got to be bigger than that even now. With all the online casinos now, it's got to be probably double that. I mean, it's really big.
Yeah, fantasy football. People bet fantasy football. There's a way they're making money on, betting like fantasy football,
Sure
know?
there is.
There has to be. There's all kind of contests. It's that's why some of the states didn't want it, But listen, this is sports betting, folks. This is betting against the spread. Coming to Vegas, Reno, going online. I mean, everybody goes online now, right, Jerry? I mean, that's like the easiest way to do this. Go online, find a sports book online, and your poker site that you're probably playing right now. You can bet on sports. So you have a place to bet the games. 888-484-4626. Folks, it's week 7? What are we at here? Week 7?
October 21st.
Week
so it's week 7. The weather's starting to get cold.
Week 7.
It was actually 40 degrees the other day. I was actually cold. I put the convertible
that's New York,
away.
Folks.
I put the convertible away. So, again, it is really getting cold. It's starting to get into the season now. And, it's getting into the bye weeks now. So, and what about Aaron Rodgers going down last week? I didn't think that was a dirty hit last week. I watched that hit. I mean, anytime you get out of the pocket, a lineman is going to try to get a hit on the quarterback. I don't think the guy did anything wrong. I know Rodgers had something to say to him. He thought it was dirty, but you name me a quarterback that gets hit that don't think it's dirty. I don't think it was dirty. He didn't hit him in the pocket. And like I said, if you let somebody put a hit on you, they're going to try to put their weight on you. And they popped his shoulder. They broke his collarbone. So he's out for the season. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I don't think it was a dirty hit, and I don't think the guy should have been thrown out of the game or anything. And it wasn't. He wasn't thrown out. It was no
not at all.
I don't think it was a dirty hit at all.
It was a smidge a little late. That's all that because when I first saw it, I saw it in slow motion. Right. And in slow motion, you could say, it's a smidge late. I don't know if he could have pulled up, big guy.
Sure he could have, but he's not going to.
He might have been able to, but
he don't have to.
He didn't. And you don't have to. That's right. That's the whole thing. Aaron Rodgers, guy who loves to run around a little bit, you take a chance. Say what you want about Tom Brady. He goes straight back and straight forward, and, he's been pretty healthy his whole career. Because once you go down like that on your shoulder, man, that's going to bother him. I mean, and Brady's shoulder is bothering him from getting beat up with the Bucs a couple of weeks ago. And that's one reason also why the New England offense isn't doing much. Brady's been a little banged up. So, these guys are getting old too, Jerry? I mean,
Brady's not a youngster
40. Anymore. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is what, 36, 35?
Yeah.
These guys are kind of brittle, and he's not the biggest guy. I mean, I've stood next to Aaron Rodgers. I'm the same size as him, but a little bit more muscular. Not to toot my own horn, but Aaron Rodgers in street clothes looks like a regular guy, you know?
Was he 5'11", anyway, about 200 pounds?
Yeah, exactly what I am. Yeah. But, he's a quarterback. They're not in the gym pumping iron. They're doing some, stretchies and some kettlebells and, all those nice little tools they use in the gym. But, I saw the hit, and I thought it was a smidge late, but not enough to make a big deal out of it. But pros tomorrow, I mean, you watched a game like Green Bay. I'm going to say it. We liked Green Bay, and, Aaron Rodgers gets taken out of the game, and, that's all they needed. So, that's one thing we can't control, right, Jerry? We can't control injuries.
We can't control injuries. I mean, that's
not the major quarterbacks. Yeah, no, I mean,
and we lost that game. We had Green Bay in that game, and we lost it. But
that's
if Aaron Rodgers goes down in the first quarter, you're not winning that game. I don't care who you're playing. You're not winning without him. Hundley, no, you're not winning with Hundley. You're not winning with Hundley. So,
I'm sorry.
I thought Hundley was a catcher for the Mets back in the 80s.
I wasn't sure who he was. I had to look back in the old college.
Southern USC, was it? UCLA, I think. I think he was from UCLA.
You got me on that one,
yeah,
but we should know that. But I'm not the college guru. But you're not going to win. Green Bay was laying 3. Let's face it, they probably weren't going to blow out Minnesota, but I see them winning 24-17.
Yeah,
I told my clients
with Rodgers in there.
Yeah, not with Hundley. No, Hundley. The game was pretty much that was it. So,
I don't know what they do
unfortunately. Now. They're another team with a rookie quarterback. You know, I mean, it seems to be
somebody else. I think they're going to have to get somebody else.
They said they weren't going to look for any veterans, so we'll see how long that lasts.
Let's see if Kaepernick gets a job.
Yeah, he's he's still around. I mean, what the heck? I don't know if he'd get the call.
I don't think he will because the fans don't want him. They said they'd rather lose every game than have him.
Yeah,
but let's see after they lose 3 or 4 in a row what they say.
Yeah,
because Green Bay fans.
The Packers home against the Saints. You know, the Saints just scored 52 points.
And almost blew that game.
Yeah,
we had the Saints. It was our bankroll game. I had to sweat that game out.
Yeah, they were up, 48-10, and then you turn around, it was 48-27,
48-35.
One of those games. Yeah, one of those games you circle way too early in the day.
Yeah.
Folks, 888-484-4626 is that phone number. So pick up the phone and let's make some money today. Somebody's going to actually answer the phone, take your name and number, and call you back. So, be patient. We'll get to you within 5 or 10 minutes. All right, but it's worth the wait.
All right, folks, so we're going to take a break. But before we do, give us a call for 6 free winners: Indiana, Michigan State, Kansas, TCU, and USC Notre Dame for today. For tomorrow, the Bengals, Steelers, the Bucks, Bills, and the Cardinals, Rams. 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-Man is the number. Give us a call. You're listening to the Sports Advisors. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
Many have tried, but only one has ever accomplished it. And that was winning the Las Vegas 40 News Handicapping Challenge 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Here's Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. Call him for a free selection on today's action. Call him for a free selection right now to prove how strong his information is. Call him at 1-800-484-4626. 1-800-484-4626. Jerry Hendel. Jerry, the only one.
I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. I want all your listeners to check out our new and improved website. Go to jerrywins.com. That's JERRYWINS.com. jerrywins.com. Each and every day we put up a free pick. Also, you got picks from the top handicappers in the country. Jerry Hendel, Bobby Edwards, Sal Josephs. Go to jerrywins.com. Get a free pick every day. jerrywins.com.
Folks, you have got to stop. Stop listening to your brother-in-law, your bartender, whomever is giving you game information. You know it's not working. You've got to pick up the phone and call Jerry Hendel. He is America's only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas 40 News Handicapping Championship. He has over 100 years' experience in his office of producing winning information. Thousands of dollars in software that catalogs and stores information on games. And solid nationwide sources with weekly updated game information. So call him now and get a free selection on tonight's game, simply to prove to you how powerful their game information is. That's right, it's free. 888-484-4626. The number again, 888-484-4626. So get serious and get this free pick from Jerry Hendel, America's only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas 40 News Handicapping Challenge. Absolutely free, no cost or obligation. 888-484-4626. 888-484-4626. Hang on. Bobby and Jerry will be right back.
I'm World Handicapping Champion Jerry Hendel, and folks, I have a game that won't lose today. So what I want you to do is this. I have my 2-team parlay of the year going off today. I want you to pick up the phone, give us a call, 1-888-484-G-Man. That's 1-888-484-4626, 1-888-484-G-Man. I will give you my 2-team parlay absolutely free, 1-888-484-G-Man.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. We're in week number 7 of the NFL. It is Saturday, October 21st, and we have an exciting last segment of the show for you. Before we get to the show, though, I want all listeners to call me right now for 3 free winners for today. All callers are going to get the winner of Indiana, Michigan State, Kansas, TCU, and USC Notre Dame. For tomorrow, you're going to get the Bengals Steelers, the Bucks Bills, and the Cardinals Rams. 6 winners just for calling 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Call us right now for 6 free winners for today and tomorrow. 888-484-G-MAN. You can listen to this show in its entirety at www.jerrywins.com. The show is posted right now. You could listen to the entire show, or while you're there, just buy Bobby's Guaranteed Game. Bobby Edwards has his Guaranteed Game available for $99. Game must win or your money back. 888-484-4626 or go to jerrywins.com and listen to the show in its entirety or buy Bobby's Guaranteed Pick. But before we get to the show, folks, I got 2 specials this week. The $3.99 special, if you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, ask for the $3.99 special. You're going to get multiple sports: baseball, basketball, and football. All right, the baseball is into the playoffs. The basketball just started, the NBA rather, and the NFL and college basketball, college football rather. So again, for $3.99 a month, you're going to get 3 sports, and you're going to get a game a day for a month. That's less than $13 a day. You can't even buy a donut and a coffee for that price. So again, $3.99 for the month, and you'll get a game a day. $3.99 special, just ask for it. Also, the bankroll games. If you want to turn 1,000 into 16,000 today, because there are 4 games, you're going to make a little extra money. Use code 777 when you call in. Call 888-484-G-MAN. Use code 777. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Tony, and we will get you on the bankroll games. We'll walk you through it and tell you how to do them. And those are our best games. But you need to have at least $1,000 to bet on those games. And I'll turn 1,000 into 16,000. 2,500 will become 80,000. I'm sorry, 40,000 rather. 10,000 becomes 160,000 instead of 80,000. So ask for the $80,000 bankroll games by using code 777 when you call 888-484-4626. Bobby, talking about bankroll games, we were talking last segment about your Purdue game last week. I mean, everybody thought that Purdue would get blown out by Wisconsin, that Wisconsin was way too strong for them. And then Wisconsin don't even score. They just score 17 points. They don't even cover the spread by what they scored. They wouldn't have covered the spread if Purdue didn't score. So,
that was one of those games, Jerry, to be honest with you, and the time. When I saw that game was going off at that specific time, I knew it was a good opportunity for Purdue to cover. That was a lot of points. So a lot of these teams aren't used to playing sometimes mid-afternoon. So, timing-wise, it kind of throws them off a little bit. So, you got, and these are things that we look at. We look at, the weather. We look at when these teams play. Let's face it, when some teams are used to playing at noon and they have a night game on Saturday, that's a big deal. These guys are, they're finely tuned athletes, especially the college guys. I mean, these guys, they're very regimented as far as, time. You got to be in bed at 11 o'clock. You got to stay in the hotel. The pros, they're a lot more lax when they travel. So, it's a lot on these young guys. What are they, average 20 years old?
Yeah.
We're putting a lot of money on these guys, that's for sure. So we, a lot of risk involved. But the great thing is, you have guys like Jerry and Tony that have been doing this for a long time. So, if you're interested in making money on sports betting, let's face it, thousands of millions of people do it every year. We calculated about 38% of the people that are in the stands with football have action on it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, think about that. That's almost 4 out of 10 people are gambling on the game, when they go. So,
and they always throw those little innuendos on Monday Night Football. That's going to affect some people.
Oh, Yeah, totally. ESPN is, they do it so it's not even subliminal. That's a tough one. Subliminal anymore.
No, it's not.
You watch some of the guys
right
on
in your
late
face.
night ESPN that, they're always talking about spreads. They're talking about games that come down to the spread, how you get beat on the spread. So it's actually, pretty good stuff. It's not Rich Eisen. It's the dude with the glasses who does the golf too. I forget his name. I can't ring a bell, but they talk about spreads. They talk about teams. They talk about totals. There's always a total in college football that he thinks people bet on, and it doesn't come in, or it lands on the number, or a team goes for a cheap, extra point or whatever. So, if you watch ESPN, they always talk about, and then the guys, Mike and Mike, they're picking games every Friday against the spread. So again, they don't promote gambling, but listen, people are betting on sports. We know that. That's why they have sports books and casinos. So, if you're interested, you're listening to the show, you probably heard the show, more than once. So don't be afraid to call. It's a program for everybody. You don't have to bet thousands of dollars.
No.
The average guy's probably betting $1,000. We don't deal with a lot of $50 players, but, there's a lot of guys out there. You want to bet $50 to $100 a game? Our $3.99 package gets you 30 days. And if you don't make $2,000 in the 30 days, what were you offering earlier, Jerry? You're giving
another
rest
month
of the
free.
season or another month? Yeah, I think that's fair. So you pay $3.99, you get 30 days of service. And if you don't make $2,000 in those 30 days, you get the next 30 days for free. I mean, folks, for $400, you're getting to see us put our money where our mouth is. 888-484-4626. Let's have fun today, man. College football, big day today. Pros tomorrow. You only got a couple of buys, so that tomorrow's a better schedule. I hate when they have like 4 buy teams. Teams that have buys. I don't like when there's 4. It just seems like there's no games. Didn't it feel like that a little bit last week?
Yeah, a little bit. It felt like a light schedule.
Exactly. It felt like a light schedule. I hate that. I mean, last week, Buffalo, Cincy, Dallas, and Seattle all had buys.
Yeah.
There's only 2 today. You got Detroit and Houston. And I don't think anybody's really going to miss, watching either one of those teams. Although Houston seems okay, even though they got banged up. J.J. Watt out for the season. Did you see that?
Yeah. He's out.
Oh my God, that guy's got to be, this guy went from trying to raise $250,000 to raising like $13 million for Houston. What was that for the Hurricane Harvey? And now then he gets hurt. I mean, that's just bad. I mean, that dude had such good karma going,
Yeah, and then he gets hurt.
It's hard. Yeah, and he's getting hurt. He's out for the season. I mean, he breaks his leg. I mean, that's horrible, man. That guy like that should not get hurt. Yeah,
well, Aaron Rodgers shouldn't get hurt either, but he did.
No, I mean, you don't want to see these guys get hurt. These are the top 10 guys in the league. NFL ratings are down to begin with because of this anthem stuff. So, they don't need their superstars getting hurt. That's not good for business, and we know it's a big business.
How about all the empty seats though in the Chargers and the Rams stadiums? I mean, they can't even put a high school crowd together for these games.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Combined, they're not even getting enough people equal to USC. I mean, that's just embarrassing. I mean, what's the matter with people? You know what it is? It's L.A. Jerry,
they're front runners. They're front runners.
Yeah, without a doubt. They are. If they're not feeling. And listen, the Rams are doing great this year. They got an excellent team.
Yeah.
I mean, Chargers beat Oakland in Oakland. We had that. I mean, that was a fairly ballsy pick. But I'm going to put out the number again: 888-484-4626. If you're listening, and you are, pick up the phone. Let's make some money today.
All right. And I'm going to explain the bankroll games before we go back to the show because for you guys that are listening for the first time, and I'm asking you to use code 777 for the bankroll games, I'm going to explain the $80,000 bankroll games right now. The $80,000 bankroll games is a program that we came up with back in the late 90s. It's our best games. It's the games that we actually bet our own money on, and it's the games that there's very few of them. Those are our best games. And basically, what you would do is you would turn $10,000 into $80,000 in 3 games. All right, you would go 10 to 20 on the first game, 20 to 40 on the second game, 40 to 80 on the third game. All 3 games will win, and you turn $10,000 into $80,000. Now we're running smaller versions of that program. We could do $5,000 to $40,000. You could do $2,500 to $20,000, or you could do 1,000 to 8,000. But this weekend, there are 4 games. So everything gets doubled. If you want to turn 10,000 into 80,000, it's actually going to become 160. So you're going to actually make double the money that you was going to make because of the 4th game. If you start with 5,000, you're going to turn 5,000 into 80,000, and so forth. 2,500 becomes 40,000, and 1,000 becomes 16,000. So if you have as little as $1,000 to play today, when you call us, use code 777. I'll guarantee all 4 games against the rest of the season. But again, 888-484-4626 is the number. Use code 777 when you call in, and you'll only speak to me, Bobby, or Tony, and we're the only 3 guys that handle the $80,000 bankroll game. So again, use code 777 for the bankroll games, and you will get the bankroll games, and you will make a ton of money. And like I said, if I don't go 4-0 this weekend, I'll work the rest of the season free. You don't ever pay me another dollar. And Bobby, you know me, I don't like to give away a ham sandwich, so I will win all 4 games this weekend.
No, I think it's a good program too, folks. So we're adding one more winner to the equation. So, again, picking 3 is tough, but we're going for that one extra one. And this is the month that it happens. Every year, year in and year out, October is our best month. October and November. Yep. All right. So, this is the heart and soul of football season. We're right, stuck in the middle of it. You got basketball just started. You got World Series going on soon. So great opportunity. If you love sports and you want to make some money, this is the golden opportunity to put them together. 888-484-4626.
Yeah, we only got about 5 minutes left in the show, Bobby. So, 5
minutes is a lot.
Yeah, well, the folks are losing out there, though. I looked at all the games last week that the general public bet on Sunday, and they lost almost every game. They only won like 2 or 3 games out of the whole board, especially the Denver game. The whole world was on Denver over the Giants, and the Giants weren't even going to show up. And, the Giants are a proud football team. They came to play, and they beat them outright, but the whole world was on the Denver Broncos. So, and we had the Giants in that game. It wasn't a bankroll game, but it was a pretty strong game. And that was one of your underdogs, and they won outright. So you had a pretty good weekend with dogs. You had Purdue, Indiana on Saturday, and then on Sunday you had the biggest dog on the board. I think it was the Giants, and that was a winner. So you're really kicking butt in the underdog department.
Well, I got to tell you right now, G-Man, when you look at some of these games and the actual spreads, covering double digits in the NFL, it doesn't happen that often. So those are some of the things you have to look at. You had the Dolphins at Atlanta, double-digit win outright, and you had the Giants at Denver winning outright. So you had double-digit underdogs on the road winning outright. That happens more than it doesn't. So, folks, giving you a little free piece of information right there. Double-digit dogs, take them. It's the NFL, Jerry. It's not like, any team can win on any given Sunday. Yep. That's why they call that movie what they called it. On any given Sunday, anything could happen. Yep. Alabama is going to win today. Are they going to cover 34.5? But you can't say that about any NFL game on Sundays. You could look at Houston. New Orleans being the biggest blowout. It looked easy, but that's pretty rare that a team blows out from start to finish. New Orleans, you have to sweat a little. Yeah. Detroit didn't exactly lay down and go home. No. They made a hell of a game out of it. So, but again, these are stats, these are trends that we look at every day. So we're monitoring these spreads, where they go, where they start. That's one of Jerry's things. These college football lines come out on Sunday night. Jerry's still using a beeper from like 1987. Yep. And somehow that's, part of the equation. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And unless you get on board, you're just sitting listening to a couple of New Yorkers. 888-484-4626. Let's make some money today.
All right, that ends the show. We got about 2 minutes left, so I'm going to let you know what we got going today. You can go to www.jerrywins.com, jerrywins.com, and listen to this show in its entirety. And while you're there, you could get Bobby's guaranteed pick, www.jerrywins.com. But folks, call us, 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626 is the number. I'm going to give you 3 free winners for today. Indiana, Michigan State, Kansas, TCU, and USC, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, Bengals, Steelers, Bucks, Bills, and Cardinals, Rams. 6-0 free just for calling. 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-MAN for 6 free winners. Also, we got a couple of great specials. If you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, ask for the $399 special. For $399, you're going to get 1 month of service. If you're a small player, you still got to make $2,000 at the end of the month. If you don't, I'll give you a second month free until you make the $2,000. So again, that's a great deal. $399 for a month. If you're a small player, just ask for the $399 special. And of course, the bankroll games. If you want to turn 1,000 into 16,000 today, use code 777 when you call in. 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-MAN. Code 777 will get a hold of me or Bobby or Tony, and you'll get one of us to put you on the bankroll games. We will walk you through it from A to Z, and we will get you on these games right. If you've never bet before, don't be intimidated. Call us and we'll walk you through it. 888-484-4626. Again, code 777 for the bankroll games. Ask for the $399 special or go to the website www.jerrywins.com and buy Bobby's guaranteed pick right now for $99. Game must win your money back. But 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll see you back here next week. Same time, same channel. See you next week.